2010 was the last time Inter Milan won both the Champions League and the Serie A. Back then they had a fantastic squad with players like Samuel Eto'o and Milito leading the line and Jose Mourinho at the helm. Fast forward to present day and Inter are yet to win a Serie A title in the last decade. It's been a continuous dominance of Juventus season after season, and it's been brutal for Inter fans, and to be fair, not just Inter fans, fans of all other Serie A clubs. Things are definitely on the rise for Inter Milan though, especially since Antonio Conte has taken over. The team now has a brand new system which is proving to be really effective in the Serie A. Our job in this career mode is take it to the next level and hopefully make Inter Milan the kings of Serie A as well as maybe Europe. The job in this series is to take Inter Milan to that next level, win a lot of trophies with them, and I'm sure we'll be able to do it. Welcome to the first episode of the Inter Milan Career Mode series on FIFA 21. Are you guys ready for this? Because I certainly am. This is the start of the Inter Milan Career Mode series on the channel. I think it's about time we move away from the Premier League, and Serie A seems like a fantastic option, and hence why we're doing a career mode with Inter Milan. Now this series with Inter Milan is going to be super special because we finally got access to FIFA's REALISM mod, which is going to take our career mode experience to the next level. I mean, player faces, we got them all. Look at this. Mason Greenwood now actually looks like himself. What a surprise. Ansu Fati as well has got a real player face, and countless other players. So it's going to be a super fun experience now. Apart from that, Juventus, Roma, all of them licensed in this mod. So we're going to have the perfect Serie A experience in this series. I mean, look at the kits as well. They're all there in this mod. So it's time now for us to take over Antonio Conte and hopefully bring trophies to Inter Milan. They've not won a major trophy since 2010. We've got to change that, and that's going to be our goal in this series. So if you guys are excited for a brand new series with Inter Milan, make sure you drop a like on the video. That would genuinely help the channel grow a lot. Plus, if you smash out 5,000 likes, I'll get you an episode tomorrow. Subscribe if you are new around here, and well, let's get things underway. I mean, you guys have been watching my career modes for a long time now. You know the drill. We start off every new series by just observing the squad we've got, making decisions on who we need to sell, who we need to buy, and just having an outlook of what we've got at our disposal. And this series, it's no different. So let's take a look at our squad. I definitely want to stick with the 3-1-4-2 formation in this series. I think 3 at the back is so much fun to play with. The realism mod now has changed the gameplay quite a bit. It's much more realistic, and it may prove to be difficult using this formation, but it should be a fun challenge. Plus, the players we've got at the club are all suited to this formation. You know, players like Hakimi, having 2 strikers as good as Lukaku and Martinez. So I think that's going to be the play, at least for the first season. Let me know your thoughts on that. You know, 3 at the back is a bit controversial on FIFA, but it might just suit what we need this team to do. In terms of personnel, this Inter Milan team has got a lot of talent, especially up top. Having Lautaro Martinez and Lukaku up top has basically sorted us for the rest of the series, because I don't think we need to look elsewhere. We've got that big man up top, plus that nimble forward in Lautaro Martinez. It's the perfect duo up top, and I really hope they can score a lot of goals this season. In terms of a backup, Alexis Sanchez I think works just fine, at least for now. Out wide we've got Perisic, your more attacking forward, and on the other side you've got Hakimi, a bit of a more defensive winger, but again, he could really burst forward with that pace and offers a lot down that side. Maybe a few crosses coming in from Hakimi could be helpful. Eriksen and Nainggolan for me in that midfield right now. I know Nainggolan has kind of fallen off with Conte, but for me, I think I want to keep him in the team because his stats are just so balanced. Eriksen as well, he's kind of fallen off with Conte, but I don't know, I think he's going to be sold by Inter. So maybe we sell him to keep it realistic. Maybe we do the same with Nainggolan. You guys let me know what we should do. I want to try and keep this series as realistic as possible. I know I say that often and I don't tend to stick with it, but this time I do intend to stick with it. So help me out. What do we do with, Eriksen and Nainggolan? Moving on, I feel like Brozovic being 84 rated is a quality player to have in that position. At the back, we've got Skriniar, one of the best career mode centre-backs you could buy, which is awesome. De Vrij as well is really good, but I think we do need one more defender at least to improve the team. Handanovic in goal. This first team is capable. A few improvements here and there, and I think we can take the fight to Juventus, definitely. The bench is definitely interesting. We've got a few talents like Barella, experience in Alexis Sanchez and Arturo Vidal. Vecino is there as well, Ashley Young, maybe back up for Perisic. Kolarov as well, similar, can play as a centre-back as well, so offers us quite a bit. And that's about it really. It's a very small squad, and that means we're going to have to invest in backup, that is for sure. You know, having a complete squad is essential if you want to compete in both the Champions League and of course the Serie A. You guys know what happened with Inter in the Champions League. They got knocked out and embarrassed by finishing bottom of the group. So yeah, I think investing in a good quality backup options all round is going to be absolutely vital for this team. And that's probably going to be my approach for this first season. Let me know your approach and what we should do to improve this Inter team. A quick look at the budget we're working with this season. 90 million, it's not your outrageous Premier League TV money kind of budgets, but it's still very, very good money. I don't think we can make any superstar signings, but it's going to be just enough to invest really well in this team and build for the future. So again, transfer suggestions, keep them coming. Of course, no surprises at all. Press conferences make their return to the Inter Milan Career Mode series. And basically this is the segment where you guys can get involved in the series, basically ask me questions related to the series, Inter Milan maybe in general, football in general, life in general, whatever you want. Get involved by dropping in your questions down in the comments section below. We're also bringing back challenges to the Inter Milan Career Mode series. Basically these are objectives set by you guys with forfeits for every single episode. So one objective from you guys for every single episode. We're gonna have to try and complete that. If we fail to do it, we're going to have to do a forfeit. For example, it could be score a hat-trick with Lautaro Martinez, and if I fail to do that, I can't play him in the next episode. So just an example, get creative and set me some difficult objectives that we can try and complete over the course of this season. Honestly, the thing I'm most excited about this Inter Milan Career Mode is the fact that we finally got the Realism mod. I had so much fun back on FIFA 20 with the Realism mod, and I'm so glad it's back again. I mean, player faces itself adds so much to the game, like it adds personality to each individual player. I mean, we don't want Mason Greenwood looking like he used to do, man. So I'm so glad that's fixed for this series. But apart from that, this is a very early version of the Realism mod, so there are a few issues. Like, if you go to the league standings, you'll notice that Juventus are still called Piemonte Calcio, but they've got the logos and all. So for some reason, the names aren't showing up, but I think they'll be fixed in a future patch. So you guys should be seeing that go to normal in future episodes, but just putting it out there. Alright boys, now time to get into the juicy transfer stuff. So first of all, for this first episode, which is kind of like the pilot, I don't want to be making any major transfers, and also I don't want to be like changing the midfield, because I'm not entirely sure what are we going to do with Eriksen or Nainggolan, because both players are linked with the move away from Inter Milan. So do we sell them? Do we keep them? Do we listen to offers? Let me know in the comments section. In this episode, I definitely feel our focus should be on improving either the defense or that left wing position. As good as Perisic is, he's 31, and I'm definitely open to looking for further improvements in that department. So that could be one of our plays. So that's what I'm thinking at the moment. Let me know what should be done with the midfield. We've got 90 million to spend. We could generate extra cash with, selling Nainggolan or Eriksen, but I kind of don't want to sell them because they're that good in this game. So we'll have to see what happens. But for now, I think the focus is on improving the left side and the back line. So for that left mid role, I kind of want to sign a player who would fit the philosophy of a 3 at the back formation. And because of that, there really aren't many options. Like, there aren't many like dedicated left midfielders or right midfielders on this game. It's just a small pool of players. One among them I feel like is Marc Cucurella. He's got a past at Barcelona, but currently playing his trade at, of course, Getafe. He's doing brilliantly for them. He just fits that left mid role, guys. And honestly, I'm willing to spend big on Marc Cucurella. Although I feel like Getafe are gonna charge an extortionate amount for him because of how, less amount of players are there in that position. But we'll have to see. I feel like he'll fit our philosophy perfectly, and investing in him is like a commitment to, sticking to the 3 at the back formation, which I do want to do. So for now, we're going to scout Marc Cucurella. Of course, these 3 players were just there just to show you guys the mods and all, but Marc Cucurella, definitely a player I'm interested in. We'll scout him for now and get to know more about him soon. By the way, we're gonna have to focus a bit on training, because every time you start a new career mode, the training boosts you get for sharpness reset to like D grades, which is something we do not want. So let's play all these drills and get good grades so that, sharpness levels can stay sky high. Alright boys, first training session up against Lukaku, defending training drill, working really well. Lukaku just cannot get past Skriniar here. That is not a good sign, guys. Lukaku is struggling. Oh, there he did well, but we got the ball off him, and that should secure the A grade for this drill. Not too bad, guys. I secured like 2 A grades and 1 B. That's fine. I'll keep progressing through these drills as we progress through episodes. So there you go, this one's done. Handanovic greeting us on our first day at the club. It really isn't my first day because we just had a training drill. I don't know what this one's about. But anyways, on behalf of the whole team, I wanted to welcome you to Inter. We've got plenty of work to do. Okay, so we've already got our scout report on Marc Cucurella, and now we can find out all about him. Let's see. 81 rated, valued at 50 million? Nah. Nah. And he's recently joined Getafe. All that effort, and I don't think we can buy him. We can pay his release clause, but I ain't paying 140 million. I should have checked this earlier. As he's recently joined Getafe, we can't make a move for him. And we're going to have to look elsewhere. I think I found another amazing option for that left midfield position. Moussa Diaby from Bayer Leverkusen. Again, a left midfielder, left-footed as well. Good work rates. His best stats are his pace. That's what I want in that position. This may actually work. I'm going to scout him more. And we'll see if this is possible. Okay, so we now know more about Moussa Diaby. How much is he going to cost? Oh, this is an expensive one. But I think a bit cheaper definitely than Marc Cucurella. This will cost us about 45 million. Keep in mind with the realism mod, the valuations of players overall are much different and way more realistic. You're not going to have to pay like 120 million for players like Oyarzabal or whatever, just for example. So the valuations are a lot more realistic. So we can get Diaby for near that value, about 45 million, maybe even a bit cheaper. Let's try and negotiate and see what happens with Leverkusen. Okay, here we go. We're negotiating with Bayer Leverkusen's manager. Let's see how this one goes. Offer transfer fee. We're gonna go with 40 million just to see how the realism mod responds to this and see if 40 million is enough for Moussa Diaby. And let's see what Leverkusen come back and say. They're willing to accept that. Okay, Peter Bosch, 40 million. That works. Brilliant to see. Brilliant. Now let's get the contract negotiations done. I think from now on, every time we put in an offer for a player, we're going to have to offer something a lot less than the value, because that's how the game works now. Time for the contract negotiations. By the way, you would have noticed Moussa Diaby does have a realistic player face, so that's awesome. Important squad role is what I'm going for. It's just a smart thing to do. He's 81, rated only 21. We're signing a top prospect here at Inter Milan. A 5-year deal works for me. Let's see if he's willing to accept that. There you go. Absolutely perfect. No release clause. And these are his wage demands. He does want a bump in his wages compared to Bayer Leverkusen, but only about a couple of grand, so that's fine. We'll remove the goal bonus. Submit offer. 96,000 and about $1 million in signing bonus. That's what this offer is going to cost us. Is it going to be enough? Oh, he wants 110,000. Fair enough. Diaby knows what he wants. We're going to pay that because I feel like it's worth it. Having those wingers being top quality, I think is priority for this formation, and we're making it happen. There you go, guys. Our first signing of this series, a top quality winger in Moussa Diaby. He's going to make that left wing position his own. The deal has gone through. Diaby number 16. He is now an Inter Milan player. By the way, can I say the Inter Milan kits look really good this year? Love them, honestly. 96 acceleration and 93 sprint speed. Wait a minute, guys. His valuation has now dipped to 33 million immediately after we signed him. Like what? I guess 40 million was like a proper deal and not like a bargain or anything. That is interesting to note, but there you go. The signing is done. He's going to be a part of our team for this season. Okay, guys. Now, my plan for the rest of this episode is not make any more signings because we've got about 50 million left, and I want to know what you guys want me to do with this money. Who should we even sell and all that sort of stuff. So keep your suggestions coming in the comment section, and the next transfer we make will be based on your suggestions. Okay, this is a big offer coming from Liverpool for Lautaro Martinez, but he's not going anywhere. Come on, guys. Lautaro Martinez, no matter what, we're not selling it. As I said before, Diaby is going to be our only signing for this first episode. I don't want to be making too many signings without reading through your guys' comments. So next episode, we'll get into the market more and try and improve this team. Our budget now, getting of course the season ticket sales, 1 or 2 player sales, is looking at about 67 million. So a lot of money to improve the team further. Let me know where we should spend it. Of course, let me know what we should do with Nainggolan, Eriksen. A lot to do in this series. For now though, boys, it's time to start Serie A, which I'm so excited for. Time to kick off this season, hopefully with a win. We've got a relatively easy game in the first game of the season against Spezia, a newly promoted team away from home. but we got to get it done. We've got to start the season strong. I want to win the Serie A this season. I think we can do it. We've got the firepower to score the goals. Defensively, we're looking good. Let's do this, boys. Let's win our first Serie A game of this series. Here we go. Press conference before our managerial debut here at Inter Milan. Are you ready for your first game? This is a strong squad that boosts the morale, and I'm ready for this game. Of course I am. Diaby's probably going to start as well for me, so I can't wait to see how he plays in his first game. But anyways, is the team good enough to win the league? It's all about belief. Juventus are going to give us a tough fight, we know that, but I think we've got enough in the tank to get it done. A few more signings and definitely... Oh, there's the question about Moussa Diaby. Is he going to start, basically? I think he'll surprise people, but most importantly, I'm going to give him his debut no matter what in this upcoming game. First game of the Serie A season, and this is the team we're rocking. Lautaro Martinez and Lukaku both start this one. Hakimi, Moussa Diaby makes his debut. I'm playing it safe because it's the first game of the season, and that's why I've gone for experience in Kolarov over Bastoni. We've got De Vries, Skriniar, Barella in that midfield. That's our team. I want to start off the series with a big win. Let's get it done. Here we go, Serie A debut for us in this series with Inter Milan against the newly promoted team. I don't want any surprises here in this one, just want to get the job done straight out of the park and hopefully start off our season with a win. That is the goal, let's make it happen. By the way, the gameplay you'll be seeing on your screen will be a bit different than what normal FIFA gameplay is because this mod does slow things down a bit to make it realistic, so... yeah, I might really struggle here because I've not experienced this gameplay before, but we'll see. It should be a lot of fun to play though, hopefully. Forgot to mention the tactics I'm going to be running for this game, so I feel like a high pressure tactic is just effective with the 3 at the back formation. So we're running a pressure on heavy touch with these settings. That's how I've got my team set up. Spezia on the attack here. We don't want to be conceding an early goal, definitely not, as a chance comes in for them, but... Handanovic alert to the situation, eventually didn't really have to make a difficult save, so I'll take it, but an early scare for us that we've got to be alert here. Even though they're a newly promoted team, they're not going to be taking things easy here. Not going to lie, it's been a really underwhelming start for us in this game. We've barely been able to get in behind their defense, and Spezia are really pressing us well. This is proving to be a real struggle, guys. I mean, we could end up conceding here, and that would be a big problem. I don't want to be dropping points in our first Serie A game of this series. Nah, no way. Hakimi wins the ball there. I'm going to try and play this one for Lukaku and go on a run here with Hakimi. That works out brilliantly, and here goes Hakimi on the attack. Maybe a cross for Lautaro. That's probably the wrong choice. It's actually worked. Lautaro Martinez with the header. The ball in from Hakimi caused a whole lot of problems for the Spezia defense. That clearly shows that they're a newly promoted team. They just couldn't understand how to defend that situation ideally. And we hit them with a header from Lautaro Martinez. Inter Milan score their first goal of the Serie A this season. It comes from Lautaro Martinez. An opportunistic header from him. He made the perfect run. Hakimi's cross was in the right area, and Lautaro Martinez is the man to score our first goal of the series. Why am I not surprised? He is a goal getter. Lautaro bags one as Inter Milan lead 1-0 against Spezia in the Serie A opener. Come on. Half-time in this one, first Serie A game of the season. Not much action, but when it mattered, Hakimi put in the delivery, Lautaro put in the finish, and we're leading 1-0. We need to see more of Moussa Diaby though in that second half. Hopefully we can. Hakimi so far is proving to be my favourite player of this series. He is just a monster down this right flank. Like, the pace, like no player can catch up to him. Now across, the delivery is half decent, but Lautaro couldn't win that. But man, Hakimi is doing everything for us down that right flank. Here's Raja 9 goal in there with the roulette, but that was never going to beat anyone. Oh, here we go. This could result in something. Lautaro looking for Lukaku. Wins that somehow. There's the hold-up play from him. Looks for Moussa Diaby, taking it wide. Maybe a ball back in. How would that work? Moussa Diaby. He's not had the best of nights, guys. I'll be real. But it's only his first game in the Serie A. We're going to have to be patient with him. He's only 21. Looks for Lautaro Martinez in a bit of space here. A few step overs. Works well. Looks for a cross back in. It works well. The header this time from Barella wasn't powerful enough. And it's a simple save for the Spezia keeper. I'm getting a bit nervous at 1-0. We've got to try and double up our advantage. We don't want any late surprises from them. Uh-oh, problems here for us. Spezia on the attack. This is what I was really scared of, and they might keep the ball. They still have chance here for them. We're trying to defend this well. And Hakimi again, the man to put the challenge. I'm telling you, man, this guy's had the game of his life here. He is literally doing everything for me right now. Oh, here we go with Hakimi. This time he sees another player out wide. It's Barella who's helping him out. Back to Hakimi now. Lautaro, can he find space to shoot? I'm going to go for Raja Nainggolan. And the keeper makes a save. How? Nainggolan should have made a 2-0 there. Big chance gone begging. That's awful. Nainggolan had to score that. Anyways, might be a perfect time to bring on a few players. Hakimi looks exhausted. He's put in a man-of-the-match performance. So I'm going to maybe put Diaby out on the... You know what? I think we can just keep Diaby on that left side. And we'll bring on Perisic. He can play in that position. Eriksen to come on for Barella as well. And, you know, Arturo Vidal for Nainggolan. That works for me. Lautaro Martinez looks for Vidal. Back to Lautaro. Chance for him to score another one. There you go. Lautaro Martinez with his second goal of the game. Vidal picks up an assist literally seconds after being brought on. Have a look at that. From a throw-in as well. We've just picked Spezia out. And they've been like completely dismantled here. Lautaro Martinez with a diagonal run. And the defense just couldn't contain him there. The finish as well from Lautaro was as easy as it gets for him. A player of his quality, of course, was going to finish that. He's already now on 2 goals in this Serie A. That is the best possible start Lautaro could have had. I'm telling you, he's going to be scoring record numbers for us in this series. I mean, we're using him as a centre-back, but we know he can really push forward. That's what he's known for. His free kicks as well. Now Lukaku, he's had a quiet game to be fair. Looks for Christian Eriksen now. Out wide for Perisic. I'm seeing Lukaku making a great run, cross for him, and Lukaku gets himself a goal. Trust me, with this formation, crossing is so overpowered. Lukaku gets himself a goal. Our front duo is firing on all cylinders here. Lukaku bags his first this season. Perisic with an assist. Inter Milan in cruise control, leading 3-0, and I think that's how this game's going to finish. Good to see Lukaku on the score sheet as well. There you have it, guys. Full time. What a start to our Serie A season with Inter Milan. This result gives me a lot of hopes for this season because we looked really good. The formation seems to be clicking and things are going well. Lautaro was superb. Hakimi was superb. A lot of positives from this one. We've just got to keep it going. We're top of the league, at least for now. I mean, yeah, it's because only 1 game's played and our goal difference is the best. To be fair, we share that goal difference with Juventus as well. Of course, Juventus won their first game of the season. Hopefully, we can keep this momentum up in the Serie A, win more games. Next episode, we probably will start our Champions League season. I'm not entirely sure. That's going to be fun. We've got a very, very difficult group. In fact, we'll take a look at it right now. Our group in the Champions League is tough. Madrid, Shakhtar and Gladbach. In real life, Inter finished bottom of this group. That cannot happen in this series, guys. We've got to make it to the round of 16 at the very least. That is the goal. Hopefully, we'll make it happen. Next episode's going to be a lot about transfers. After I read through your comments, we'll decide what needs to be done to improve this team even further. Maybe centre-back, maybe a midfielder, I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments section what needs to be done. And for player of the episode, I think it's pretty clear who the nominees are going to be. Lautaro Martinez with a brace in our first Serie A game of the season. And Hakimi with that brilliant assist and overall a phenomenal performance down the right flank. So it's between the two of them. You guys can let me know who deserves to win it. And for now, this is where we're wrapping up today's episode of the Inter Milan Career Mode series. This was just the beginning, the pilot. A lot more to come in this series, and if you guys are excited, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new around here, and well, I'll catch you all next time.